get started. Hey, everybody. This is our first live stream. So we're hoping that you'll enjoy this new format. You get to actually see real people, which is a little bit unique in Web3, I think. So we have a really packed agenda today, and we're going to go through some pretty exciting product updates. I'm going to do a demo of our most recent manual listing feature, which we know that everybody's really excited about. And then talk about Superhog, then our Dtravel direct light paper, talk about the new marketing site, and then the B&B chain incubator. And if you have any questions, then you can drop it into the chat, and then we'll have some time for questions at the end. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm Sin. I'm the CEO of Dtravel. And I'll start by talking about our mission and vision, because I think that's always important to remind everybody of. So our vision is to empower ownership in travel. And so this is foundational to everything that we do at Dtravel. It's one of our core values, and it's what we think about every time we think about designing for anything. And then our mission is essentially to create rewarding travel experiences for everybody through direct connections. And so we want to really put that personal touch back into the vacation rental industry, connect property managers and guests directly to each other, and we're building out infrastructure to be able to do that. Now I'm going to share my screen so I can do this demo. Can you see my screen? Oh, there we go. It's just a bit slow. You can all see it?
Yep, we got it.
Awesome. Okay, so we're really excited about this feature, which we just launched. There's two things I wanted to show you. So previously, when you landed on the Dtravel homepage, it was a bit confusing for people to get started. And now we've added this really awesome setup guide that walks you through step-by-step what you need to do to set up a Dtravel direct booking site. And we also have this new feature, which is called manual listing. So previously you had to connect to a PMS to use Dtravel. And now last week, we recently launched this new feature where you can actually add listings manually directly to Dtravel to set up your direct booking site. Very soon, we're going to be enabling the ability to actually import your listings from an OTA. So we're pretty excited about that, because then it'll take you importing to a couple of seconds to be able to get started. I'm just going to walk through this process so that you can see what it looks like. It's a very, very simple, very familiar process that you probably have had on other platforms. So first, I'm going to hit add my listing, and then this is pretty typical stuff. So you're just going to add your information here. And one thing I wanted to say is that we are going to continuously update this with different features and functionality. And we actually have a Hello Next features board, which James, you want to share the link maybe so that everybody has it? But we'll also be sharing it in our socials so that if you have a feature request, you can go there and add in whatever you think would be an improvement to this or anything else within Dtravel. So then next, we want to write how many guests can stay in the property and property information. So that'd be things like bedrooms, number of guests allowed, type of beds within the bedrooms. And then next you have your photos. So I actually put in a request here to be able to drag and drop. I don't actually have any, oh, I do have photos. And so there's 4 photos minimum required that you'll need to add, and then you can change your cover photo here. Again, we're going to be adding the ability, I think, or adding improvements to this flow later on. And then next are your amenities. So these are basically whatever you can find in your listing that you want to highlight or feature. Pretty standard stuff here that you can go through. And the more that you fill this out, obviously, the easier it is for guests to be able to find out what's unique about your property and increase your bookings. I'm not going to fill this out, but obviously you want to fill out your description, which is going to show up on your listing page, and then any house rules that you have. And then right now we have the ability to sync via iCal. And once we have the ability to import from OTAs, we'll also have the ability to do a two-way sync for your rates and availability as well. So that should make this process a lot easier. And then you can use Dtravel to basically sync all your rates and availability to other platforms. But right now, if you wanted to select specific dates, there's a calendar where you can do that. You can set rates and availability as well as block specific dates. And this is where we have all of our basic rates for now. We're looking at integrations with other pricing providers. I see a comment here. It's not clear enough. If you want to expand, that'd be super helpful because I'd love to know what we can improve here with this flow that's not clear. So then once you set all of your rates and availability, you can customize it here. So if, let's say, for example, weekend pricing tends to be higher, so you can change that here. And then also set custom rates for specific dates or days of the week. And this feature is currently in beta. So we're working with select property managers to test this out and get feedback, but we will be, oh, the stream is not clear. Okay. We will be enabling anyone to be able to use this in the future. So just request, and then we'll see if you're a good fit for the beta, and then we'll get back to you. But you can always save and exit and then come back to this if you wanted to update anything. And again, for any activations, you can, it'll tell you whatever you need to do to complete your account and set up your direct booking site.
So, and I should have mentioned this at the start of the call, but you can go to settings and video and increase the video resolution. So maybe
there you go.
Lower resolution here.
I increased it. I don't know if that's clear for
Yeah,
you guys.
it does look better.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry, guys. Okay, that's the main thing I wanted to do for the screen sharing. And then I will pass it over to you, Eric, to talk about some of the recent updates and then what we're working on next.
Makes sense. So in addition to the manual listing builder, we also in June released our damage protection and guest screening. We're really excited about this because one of the biggest concerns we often hear from operators is that to invest in direct bookings is kind of can be risky if you don't feel like you have the same damage protection that you might have from the OTA like Airbnb. And so we worked hard to find a partner that we think will actually provide a better coverage than any of the OTAs. And so our partner Superhog is now live on our platform. And any host can basically enable free guest screening and then also add damage protection of up to $5 million to any of their bookings. And so the way this works is we currently have to enable it for each of your listings. We're going to do an update so that guest screening is on automatically as soon as you create a listing. But you just go and turn it on in your dashboard, and the guest information will be collected at checkout, and you'll get basically a result from that guest screening, and then have the ability to choose whether you want to cancel the booking or not. So if it comes back as red, as a high risk guest, then you can either communicate with the guest and see if the guest can clear up some of the flags, or elect to cancel the booking. It's always going to be in the operator's control of what they do with that guest screening. Damage protection, I believe, starts at $12 per booking, and you can turn that on per listing. So if you have a high value property that you want to protect, you can just choose one of your properties to turn on. And what that's going to do is provide coverage for things that could happen during a stay that aren't normally covered by insurance. So if the traveler gets injured, if something happened, sorry, my Siri's going off. Superhawk provides some of the industry's best coverage, and they're very host-centric. So unlike Airbnb, there's no conflict of interest. You call them up, you submit a claim, and they will provide you with top-notch service. So we're really excited about this release, and think it can be a game changer for how people use our platform. So going forward in Q3, we have a lot more work to do. What we've been working towards over the past year and a half is building on-ramps for any operator, from the smallest single listing host to the largest property managers, to use Dtravel. And we still have a lot of progress to make to make that a reality. So we're going to continue working towards that in Q3. But I think it's good to kind of talk about like why we're doing this, like why we're investing in making on-ramps for any operator in the industry. Part of our mission is creating direct connections, and that is obviously applied, but it also applies to hosts. The vacation rental and short-term rental industry it's a very community-driven industry, and one thing that I'm most excited about that we're developing and been working on is the ability for us to create a direct booking site together. So maybe you're an expert marketer and you want to create a direct booking website for your region. Maybe it's Portugal or Costa Rica or a city. You can basically recruit individual hosts to onboard to Dtravel and create a single landing page for people to find bookings. And so what we're basically building is a decentralized way to build regional websites, and people that are good at marketing can drive bookings for their community, and property managers that need more listings for travelers can add to their portfolio without having to manage the entire listing. So that feature, we hope to have a beta version of it live in Q3. If anybody's interested in trying it out, please reach out. We'd love to test it out with you. But just know that it's a work in progress, and we're going to continue to evolve it over the course of the year. So to complement the manual listing builder, we're also going to build direct connections with OTAs so that users can import their listings, as Sin mentioned. But we're also going to automate kind of the rates and availability so that it's easy to basically run everything in autopilot, even if you don't have a PMS. And so that's part of enabling anybody that wants to use the Dtravel platform. On the professional side, we are also releasing a booking widget that can be used on any existing direct booking website. This will complement our existing end-to-end website solution, so that an operator that already has a website and has already invested a lot of time and energy into it can easily use Dtravel on board and still keep their existing website. If anybody would like to be one of our beta users for that product, also please reach out because we'll be testing it here beginning this month. Some additional things we'll be working on in Q3 are more PMS integrations and just more features for our existing product. And so we'll have more information on that in the future, but I think I've covered enough for one call. So I'll hand it over to James.
Cool. Thanks, Eric. Appreciate everyone joining. Yeah, interested to hear the feedback about this video call. So it's definitely a new thing for us. I'm going to touch on a few of the marketing milestones that we achieved in June. So one of the major updates in June was a complete overhaul of the dtravel.com website. So Dtravel is a complex ecosystem, and we mentioned we're really focused on accelerating the global adoption of direct bookings and solving for trust, reputation, connectivity, and distribution in travel. So to do this, there's a lot of moving parts, and we felt we are long overdue to refresh the old single page design and better communicate, so that we could really better communicate what is live right now and what we're building toward, and really why we're building it. Additionally, we wanted to better communicate the role and the importance TRVL, our utility and governance token, has in the entire Dtravel ecosystem, and why it's critical to really fueling Dtravel and the whole ecosystem. So I think the result is definitely a significant step in the right direction, one we can keep building off of. And if you haven't already taken the time to check it out, definitely recommend. I think it's a good opportunity to maybe learn more about Dtravel, what we're building to help support property managers, travelers, and learn a little bit more about how we're working with partners and the different ways that you as a community member also can participate and get involved. And yeah, as I mentioned, it's a work in progress, and we'll be continuing to add product marketing pages along with new ways for the community to get involved in more community initiative pages. One of the new things, one of the other things that we released recently was the light paper. So I guess in the past, when we first started, we did have a white paper that sort of described the entire project, and that started to become a little bit out of date. And we wanted to put some more detail into everything that we're building. So we're taking a slightly different approach. We're going to be releasing light papers for each one of our products, as well as the ecosystem as a whole. And so the first light paper we released was published on Dtravel Direct. I shared this the other day on Telegram and Discord, and we announced this through a blog post, which is hosted on CoinMarketCap. So appreciate everyone who read the announcement, supported the post on CoinMarketCap. We definitely want to be producing more content on CoinMarketCap. It's a great way for us to really raise awareness for Dtravel, get more eyes on Dtravel, of course, get more eyes on TRVL. So anyone who goes and supports our content on there is really going to help with that. And I know that we all want to get more eyes on what we're doing, get more eyes on TRVL. So these light papers will be able to be accessed through the product pages that they were written for. So in this case, the Dtravel Direct light paper, you can find it on the Dtravel Direct product page. You'll also be able to find them on the ecosystem sort of landing page, and as well as in the footer of the website. So we're in the process of writing a number of other of these and a number more of these, and we'll let you know once those are released. The next thing I wanted to touch on was community. So we have a lot planned on the community side of things, and even the products that are coming up, some of the features, really excited about that. There's going to be a ton of different ways that you as a community member can get involved and really support Dtravel and support the ecosystem and everything that we're doing. Like Eric mentioned, even if you're not a property manager, we're working toward building ways that you as a traveler, if you're interested in vacation rentals, you could potentially build your own sort of mini OTA where you're able to like market properties in a given region. And, that could be, obviously you're really supporting the growth of the ecosystem, and that could be like a little sort of side hustle or project for you as well. But one of the things that we announced recently is the Dtravel Ambassador Program. And so this is kind of one of the first ways that as a community member, you can really get involved and help support Dtravel. And we're really excited to be partnering with Galaxy on this. So we're planning to run a new campaign each month through a series called Departures. And so Departures M1 just launched July 1st and will run through to the end of July. And each campaign will feature different tasks. And these tasks really aim to share our mission, our vision, bring more awareness to the products we're building, and really how we plan to redefine travel and vacation rentals. And so by participating, community members have the chance to win TRVL rewards each month. So this month, 5 participants will win 1,000 TRVL each. And we're really excited about this, and definitely encourage everyone to learn more about Dtravel, join the monthly campaigns, participate. And this is really going to help us amplify our message. I realized that some community members definitely had experienced some challenges with Galaxy. They weren't able to connect. I know when I first started using Galaxy, or first tested out Galaxy, just entering a campaign unrelated to Dtravel, I ran into some of those issues as well. But I, refreshed my page. I think I maybe had to reconnect my social accounts, and I haven't had any issues since. So maybe just give it another shot, refresh your page, reconnect your social accounts. We're definitely going to evaluate the sort of viability of this partnership going forward, but hopefully things get a lot smoother the next time around. And yeah, just recommend everyone give it another shot. You're really helping to get more eyes on Dtravel and bringing more awareness to the project and TRVL. So, of course, there's some value-based benefits in terms of being able to win TRVL, and then those participants who participate in the monthly campaigns on a regular basis, there's going to be some added benefits for you as well. So yeah, appreciate everyone's support, and thank you very much.
Awesome. Thanks, James. Yeah, I think you'll also see that we're trying to get more eyes on Dtravel through these different places. So Galaxy, Link3, CoinMarketCap, these are all places where we're trying to get more people to discover TRVL and Dtravel in our ecosystem. And as James mentioned, the way that you guys can all help is by sharing that, engaging with us so that our content goes to the top and more people can discover all the amazing things that we're doing and how we're changing travel. And finally, but definitely not least, one of the things that we had as a big win for us in June was being accepted into the B&B Chain Incubator. So that's wrapping up next week, actually. And there's going to be a pitch to win potentially up to $50,000. So it's been a great experience to be a part of the program, getting to meet the B&B Chain team. And I think this is just recognition of all the amazing things that we're doing. I think that there's a lot more that we're going to be accomplishing. So yeah, definitely want you guys to make sure to stay in touch and follow us on Galaxy. Make sure that you're engaging with that, because we cannot do it with all of you. So yeah, we need your help. And then that's it, I think. Yeah, I'm really curious to hear what you guys think about this format, see if we should keep doing it, and continue to do demos of different product features that come out. Let me look at some of the questions here. So in the Galaxy program, I did all the tasks. Are there more tasks expected this month? Yeah, so I think all of the tasks that are there will be it for July, but every month we'll have a new monthly departure essentially with new tasks. And then once you do that, then you can be eligible to win whatever the prize is for that month. Were there any other questions that you guys had about anything, any of the features that have come out, anything we have planned on the roadmap?
Yeah, I just wanted to reiterate something too. If there are any property managers out there who are not currently using a PMS and want to create a direct booking site powered by Dtravel Direct, reach out to us on Discord and Telegram, and we'd be happy to have you participate in the closed beta of our manual listing creation. So you can now basically create a direct booking site powered by Dtravel Direct without requiring to connect to a PMS. You'll just have to create your listings manually. And right now that's all in closed beta.
Yeah, and this feature we're really excited about because, so I'm in a whole bunch of Telegram and WhatsApp groups and Facebook groups, and there's always people posting things. They're like, hey, I have this room or this apartment for these dates available. And it always shocks me that they're just doing that manually. And so we hope to be able to help community members or other people who are trying to connect with others but maybe are a little bit worried. This way they can create a Dtravel booking site or booking listing, share that with somebody, and then have the peace of mind using Superhog or, just knowing who they're connecting with directly to be able to make those bookings a lot easier instead of having to update a message and send that out all the time. Okay, Eric, was there I don't see any other questions. So Eric, James, was there anything else that you guys wanted to add?
No, it's good to see some familiar names in the chat. Amir and Ali, some of our biggest supporters. If there are any, as Sid mentioned, if there's any property managers that want to learn more, please reach out and we can dive into the betas that are coming out or just help onboarding. Always here to do a one-on-one. So just reach out and let us know.
Yeah, we're always here. We always want to hear feedback. Definitely make sure that you use that product feedback board Hello Next that James dropped, because we definitely want to hear from all of you guys on how to improve the product. But
yeah, and just to clarify, it's not the vacation rental site that you're building. That's not necessarily in beta. It's just the ability to actually create one. Yeah, in the past, the requirement was to connect through a PMS, and now we're just trying to make it easier to do that. So without requiring a PMS connection. But yeah, there are many property managers using the actual vacation rental site builder right now and driving bookings every day. So if that interests you, definitely reach out.
hey, Harry Jax, good to see you. Okay, well, I think we'll wrap this one up. This was definitely a really cool experience to be able to do this video. I think it feels a lot more personal. Hopefully you guys